I just got back from the bank getting cash to fill my cash envelopes, and I realized it's probably been a couple of months since I did a video showing me stuffing my cash envelopes. So I figured I would hop on camera and quickly film this for you. So if you like to watch people put money in envelopes, then stick around. Hey guys, my name is Kristin. I blog at senseandpurpose.com, where we share all of the lessons that we've learned on our own personal debt-free journey to help you get out of debt, save money, and budget your best life. So this is a really impromptu video today. I don't have great lighting in my office here. It's rainy outside. I usually film cash envelope videos downstairs on my kitchen table, but my son is downstairs playing Fortnite and he is so loud. So I figured I would quickly just set up here at my desk. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, but I mean, it's just money going into an envelope. So I figured I would just quickly share with you guys how I stuff my cash envelopes. So let's get started here. So the first thing I'm going to do, and you can't see this, but I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet budget on my computer, because if you've ever seen any of my budgeting videos, you can check out my playlist up here. I'll link that up above, and it shows you all my budgeting videos every single month. But I keep my budget mainly in a spreadsheet format. That way I can go in and make adjustments very easily throughout the month. So what I do when I stuff my cash envelopes is I will just bring up my budget, and then I can see what money needs to be put in what envelope very easily. Okay, so this is for our second paycheck of the month of July, and we get paid every 2 weeks. Well, my husband gets paid every 2 weeks, so we fill our cash envelopes every 2 weeks. So this will be the remainder of July and up until almost the first week of August. So I have my spreadsheet here pulled up on my computer that you cannot see. I have my cash here, and I have all of my envelopes here. Okay, so I take my cash, I pretty much just lay all my envelopes out here on my desk. I know you can't really see them, but they are all right there. And I'm just going to go ahead down my spreadsheet, and I will let you know what I'm putting in each envelope. So the first envelope I have is car maintenance, and I'm going to put $25 in, and we try to put $25 in each pay. This is one that we very rarely skip, even if we're operating on an extra tight budget, because car maintenance can be so expensive. God forbid if anything happens to our cars. I'd really like to be as prepared as possible and not have to use our emergency fund. The next envelope is clothing. I'm going to put $25 in clothing as well. Now, I will mention that we have spent some extra money on clothing this month, just kind of preparing for our vacation. And we'll also be spending some extra money next month on clothing for school shopping, but I will categorize that under back to school shopping. So this is just 25 bucks sitting in this envelope if somebody needs socks or underwear, or I don't know, a new swimsuit or a new t-shirt. So $25 in clothing. And this category is actually one I will cut fairly easily if we are really short a week. Let's be honest, we're fine with clothing. There might be things that we want or think we need, but really at the end of the day, we're not suffering for any clothing over here. So it's a category that can easily be skipped if we really need to shrink our budget down that week. The next category is doctor medications. I'm going to put $25 in that as well for this pay. So it's $25 in our doctor medicine envelope. Next is gifts, and I actually thought I budgeted a little bit more for gifts for this paycheck. It looks like I only budgeted $35 for a gift envelope. I'm not sure why. I think that might have been a mistake. I do have a couple things coming up, including my daughter's birthday. We actually did already go ahead and buy her a gift for her birthday, but I did want to save up some extra money for her birthday to pay for food when our family comes over and whatnot. I'm going to have to take another look at our budget after vacation and kind of see where we're at. And I might have to up our contribution to the gifts envelope a little bit more in September, but we'll see. So for now, I'm just going to put the $35 in here for gifts. Next envelope is haircuts. My daughter's actually going for a haircut today, and my husband and son both could use a haircut before vacation. I just trimmed my hair myself. I will actually link that video up here. This is how I do my DIY haircut. This is how I save a lot of money in between my big hair appointments. I usually only go to the hairdresser probably every 9, 10, 12 months. I just don't go often. I have a lot of hair. It needs to be trimmed very often. It gets damaged easily. So I just like to trim it myself in between the appointments where I go and get my color, my balayage done. So here's a haircut envelope. This is about to be all used real soon. The next envelope is house maintenance. This is another category that I really like to contribute to whenever possible. I'm constantly wanting to buy things for our house, or some plants, or something happens that breaks at your house, or maybe we need to fix something up. It's just a really good envelope to keep money in. Sorry to admit, I actually don't see my house envelope here. It must be probably in my purse somewhere downstairs. So I'm just gonna put this to the side. This is $25 to go in the house envelope. The next envelope is kid commission. And I did a video all about how we work our kid commission / allowance system in our family. I'll link that up here as well. And you can check that out if you have kids and you're kind of struggling with how to pay them or give them allowance or motivate them to do their chores. You can go ahead and check that video out and see how we do that here in our family. I usually get this money in ones, but to be completely honest, I forgot to list ones on my little note that I give the teller when I take the money out. So I'm just gonna stick a 10 in here for now, and I'll figure it out later. So $10 in kid commission. The next envelope is kids stuff. These are really technical terms here, guys. Kids stuff is kind of our all-encompassing kids envelope. For example, my son has soccer coming up. We already paid the soccer dues. They were due at the end of spring, but he is going to need new shin guards and new spikes, and they're not cheap. So I try to save up some money in this kid stuff envelope. This will also include field trips that need to be paid for, if they are invited to go see a movie with a friend, anything like that that we would need to give money for the kids. I just bundle it all together in the kid stuff envelope, and I'm going to go ahead and put $25 in there today. So here is $25 in the kids stuff envelope. And I just want to let you guys know, I actually do sell this template. I make these envelopes myself. I just go ahead and print them on colored paper. They have a log on the back where you can keep track of what you're spending and what your balance is. I'm going to leave a link to these down below as well. You can go ahead and grab them in my Etsy shop, or you can just go pick up a box of plain white envelopes from the dollar store. They don't have to be anything fancy. The next category is lunch money. When my kids are in school, my daughter takes lunch every week, but my son likes to buy periodically, so he is allowed to buy lunch once a week, and that costs us about $10. So I will start saving a couple tens in this envelope so that when he runs out of money, I will send him to school with more money to put on his account. So that's $10 in the lunch envelope. The next envelope is Sam's Club. This is a more recent envelope addition for us because we purchase a lot of things over and over and over and over at Sam's Club. Our dog food, our toilet paper, different things like that, that when I see them on special, I want to grab them. Or more recently, they've been having great deals on Ibotta. So if you're a Sam's Club member, make sure you're checking your receipts in Ibotta, also scanning them in the Fetch Rewards app. I have a link for that down below. You can sign up and get, I think, 2,000 points when you sign up. I love Fetch. Is my new favorite app because you don't have to look up any deals. You just scan your receipt, and if any deals are on there, it will automatically give you the points. It's so fast. It's so great. And just like the other apps, you can cash them in for free gift cards. Anyway, I'll have a link for Fetch Rewards down below. So I had $20 budgeted for Sam's Club, but I'm not going to put anything in here because I just came back from Sam's Club this morning. I used the money already, so I'm just going to go ahead and set this one to the side. The next category is spend. If you have seen my cash envelopes or my budgeting videos before, then you know that our spend category actually includes restaurants, entertainment, and miscellaneous spending money for us. So that altogether is $100 for the 2-week pay period. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this to the side because I will hang on to 50 and I'll give my husband 50, and that's what we'll use for the pay period. The next envelope is toiletries. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen me talk about this envelope. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I hope you will come on over so we can connect over there as well. This envelope is also one I've just added more recently, and it's just because in our family it seems that nobody tells me when they finish their soap, their shampoo, their conditioner, their shaving cream, and all of a sudden I'm going to the store and everybody needs everything. So it's not that the toiletries are that expensive and needs their own envelope, it's just that it seems like I have to purchase them all at once always, which can add up to a decent amount of money, and then it really throws off either my miscellaneous money or my food money for the week. So I just started putting a little extra in this. That way when I need those things, I can grab this envelope and just get whatever we need and not worry about having to space it out or have it messing up our budget. I'm going to go ahead and put $10 in toiletries. Next is vet care. I had to take my pup to the vet last week and I had just under $200 saved in the vet care envelope. They tell me she has allergies. I'm not so sure, but the medicine was so expensive. I actually had to pay the rest of the bill from our checking account using our debit card because it cost me $220. If you are budgeting or you're short on cash, please, please, please remember your fur kids, remember our furry friends. They deserve to be well taken care of, just like we are. I would hate to ever have to scrimp on my pet's care because I didn't plan properly. We also insure our pets through Pet Plan. I will leave a link to them down below as well. I love using them. Yes, it's extra money each month, but it will save us hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars, God forbid, if we have a major health emergency with our pets. So my pet envelope is completely empty. I'm going to go ahead and put $25 in this envelope and try to start building this back up because unfortunately all my pets are going to be due for their annual checkup soon. Probably going to have to bump this up in the next couple of months, but for today, I'm just going to put $25 in. And that's it, guys. The only other envelope I have is food, and I already used that money this morning when I went to the grocery store. So that's all my envelopes. I know it's kind of a lot. I always have people telling me how many envelopes I have. I know you truly don't need this many envelopes. If you're just trying to get started here on the cash envelope system, the best tip is really to ease into it because I know it can be a big change for a lot of people. And the next best tip is you really need to focus on the areas where you're overspending. So if you're having a hard time staying out of restaurants and you go out to eat way too often, try using a cash envelope just for restaurants. And remember, when that money is gone, you're done eating out until you get to put more money in that envelope. So if you have any questions at all about the cash envelope system, these particular cash envelopes, any other questions or comments you might have, please go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And I hope you'll subscribe. Have a great day.